This is DJ Verm alive. No countdown tonight. No countdown. I can't find it. They changed everything on my template.
It did the 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, usually we have like that 30 seconds going ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
And we don't have that 30 seconds. So how you doing, everybody? DJ Verm here, live on our show. Akai is in Nebraska, so he might be hopping in soon, somewhere in his hotel, whenever he gets there. And tonight, it's me and my buddy.
Hey, stop. Hold on.
You already ate your mouse?
I got it. This is DJ Ranger Danger here.
That's what I was waiting. I was waiting to see you call it.
Yeah.
So,
misbehaving daughter left here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kicking off tonight, you want to see something nice? There we go.
12-year-olds. Anyway.
There we go. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is.
Rodeo man, the looking like the urban cowboy there.
Exactly. This was our rodeo that we had on the weekend. So it was rodeo Lanaudière. There was some bulls. There was and all that. And we are the ones, the technicians, taking care of everything. There's music and animation.
Damn, you look like someone from Brooks and Dunn. I mean, come on, look at that Stetson. nice Stetson. Got the jacket or the shirt. I can't tell.
Yeah, can't you see? It's the LPV. It's the LPV shirt. There we go.
You need is a duster. You need to have a duster like slung over your shoulder.
A duster. Oh, there we go. Yeah. There we go. And you got my son here. You know, DJ Cedrics. He's right there on the side with his white shirt. Yeah. So we're kicking this off here. I'm going to stop my screen share. So we're kicking this off tonight with a nice rodeo that we got on the weekend. Extraordinary people. Larell is a great family, and we had a lot of stuff going on. Our cowboys and cowgirls were competition, and it was really exciting. A lot of speed, a lot of challenges, and all that craziness of having fun and making sure things are going. And us were there with the music going on, making sure that everybody's in adrenaline. And that's what's important. So ladies and gents, yes, it's in the French Quebec region, Gymkhana, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about it in English. So you saw me in my cowboy equipment or suit or whatever you want to call it. But
duds. We as we say down in the lower 48, the duds.
The duds. Okay, yeah, exactly. So really proud of that. And I want to say thank you to everybody. I want to say thank you to Radio Lanaudière. I want to say thank you to Bull, Bucking Ranch Bull. And I want to say thank you also to Larell for accepting me as their official DJ. And we're going to be going on. I know I have my French podcast that we all talk about that. So I just wanted to give a little heads up tonight. But we're going to be going on to Van Click Hill in 2 weeks from now, so in a weekend. And we're going to have more fun there. It's going to be another big rodeo, not a big gymkhana. So exactly, ladies and gents. So I just wanted to give a little debrief. Sorry if I'm overbouncing on our stuff, but we don't usually talk about that too much. We talk about all these different other topics, but we wanted to talk about that. So ladies and gents that are connected, that are listening to me, that are in the French community, it is the English podcast. So it's just pure talk. So you could join with us, you can chat, you could ask us questions. And we'll reply back to the questions. So you just need to write in the chat room, bang bang bang, and you'll see it's going to kick off right on the right here with that. So how has it been, Danger Ranger, this week?
Working a lot. I've been working 12, 13-hour days. So it's been a just very busy. A lot of it has to do with what's going on over in the Middle East. I don't want to get too elaborate because you got two sides to the story. People for the Palestinians, and the other people wanted to be for the, and then other sides for the.
Yeah, and we don't want to go too much there because we don't take parts. We do not take parts in anything. It's, we're neutral.
But because my job deals with the federal, with the government, and I've worked for several administrations, and the orders are all the same. It's just like in the military. It doesn't matter who's up top in charge. The orders filter down to the, to everyone below, and you just take them as they come, and you. But as far as being a civilian, now that I'm out of the military and working as a civilian counterpart, it's just a busy time for us. We're trying to ready a lot of ships. We're trying to ready a lot of aircraft, and the biggest thing is parts. It's always about the almighty dollar and how much of it you have to spend. So,
there's Trucker Sam.
There's Trucker Sam. What's going on, Trucker Sam?
Not much, man.
We're here. Yeah, we're here.
Welcome aboard.
Okay, you're watching on your camera on the other end. Okay, you have your computer on your side.
No, actually, that's my phone.
Oh, okay. What do you mean it's your phone? It looks so big.
No, that's my TV.
Oh, okay. It was.
He's watching. He's
that's
watching.
My phone.
Now, it looks like you're watching the Smurfs. Is that Papa Smurf and Gargamel there? I can't.
Gargamel. Gargamel.
You never watched the Smurfs when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Steve, you look like more like Gargamel than Sperm.
Well, I'll make a Smurf stew. I'll make a Smurf stew out of the damn Smurfs. My question is that I think that's been the question of the century is why was it in a whole village full of male Smurfs there was only one female? What were they thinking on that one?
I don't know.
I'm not going to that. I'm not going to
that. What were these experiments Papa Smurf was doing that always made his mushroom house explode?
Magic potions. He's taking too much magic potions.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies and gents, just to let you know, people that are viewing us right now, if you want to chat, go into Les Productions Vermes Facebook page, and you're going to be sure that it's going to write up on here on chat right there. I know I still have it broadcasting on my personal page, but if you want to go to the Vermland Radio or the Les Productions Vermes Facebook page, and you will be able to chat with us. And then you have Truck Sam putting his finger in the screen.
No, I'm trying to. For some reason, it's not popping up everybody else like it usually does, and show all the comments on the other side and all that for some reason.
I don't know. I've set it up now, so yeah. So, Truck Sam, what happened in your life this week?
Just driving along, dealing with shippers that say, "Oh, we need you," but they don't load you for a day and a half.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, that sounds the opposite of what we get over at the base. Is we get the shipper, we get the truckers come in with the shipment, but then it takes the Navy a day and a half just to unload the freight. which gives us an extra day and a half to make plans on how to, when are we going to get this stuff underway? So, but yeah, it's usually we get complaints from the truckers like, "Hey, I could be doing another haul right now if you could get this stuff on my truck."
Well, you have to understand that when we're sitting, we're not making money. We don't get paid an hourly wage. We literally
are these truckers for the that come into our naval base, are they contracted with the government through their employer, or are they a lot of these guys? I mean, I don't talk to any of the truckers. I'm figuring that there's freelance guys and I'll let you go.
Well, there's a couple of different types of truckers. You know, you got your line haul drivers that, you know, they get paid going out and back on a certain route, and they get paid a flat fee, basically. You know, and you got your local drivers that are paid hourly. So if they're sitting down, that, you know, they don't care because they're getting paid either way. Then you have what you call the OTR drivers, over the road truckers. It's basically, we get paid off of, you know, it depends on if they're an owner operator. If they're an owner operator, they're getting paid so much for that load. You know, I get paid, you know, 60 cents a mile.
Okay.
So if I'm not moving, I'm not making no money. Then on top of that, it depends on what contract says. Where sometimes some contracts they'll say, "Oh, you don't get no detention at all."
Okay.
So basically, and there's sometimes where, oh, it takes, you know, for you to get detention, it takes 2 to sometimes up to 4 hours, sometimes 6 hours before you get even detention for what you are sitting there for.
Okay.
So all depends on what their contract states. But most generally, we don't get paid for sitting that much. You know, if we do get paid.
Okay.
So it all depends what the contract states.
Okay, well, yeah, like I said, I never talked to these guys. Well, some of the truckers will come in now. I know it's like some of the truckers will come in and they'll drop the trailer and then take off. I mean, they'll get their paperwork, whatever. They'll check in with you know, the supply people at the depot, and then they'll do whatever paperwork needs to be done, and then they get back in there. They drop the trailer and they take off, and so are those the guys that drop the trailers? Are those like just the local guys, or I mean, or do the over the road guys drop trailers too, or is that?
Do they have other trailers there?
Huh?
Do they have other trailers? Do they have other trailers of the same company there?
I mean, some of these. See now, some of the trailers aren't even marked. They're just plain. Like I guess that's because of what they're carrying.
Okay.
They can't have logos on them or whatever. But I don't know if
there are dropping hooks where basically if a company has authorization to where they can pull in, you know, and they say, hey, we'll drop off our trailer and we'll send our driver to go grab another trailer somewhere else. You know, it could be a local, it could be a over-the-road trucker.
Okay. Well, like, you know, I know it's like
depends on what agreement they have with them and how much business they do with them. Like, you know, there's like company I work for, there's only like 2 places we drop trailers at.
Okay.
You know, and it's something where we do enough business with them to where it warrants us to have a couple extra trailers there, so we can just have them load them, and when we show up, we can grab and go.
Yeah, well, that's basically the way at the depot. I've noticed the way it works. Now, I'm not a supply guy. I just go down there to grab the parts and then bring them back to because I'm a you know, electronic warfare technician. So the deal, you know, I got to go get the components that come in on these trucks, and sometimes I'm waiting for a truck because it might be coming from California, you know, coming in from overseas through Port of California somewhere, like Los Angeles, and then Sometimes they're brought in by train halfway, and then like we've had the trucks meet them in St. Louis, and then bring it the rest of the way from St. Louis, and then other times we've just had it come in straight across there. I guess those are the over the road guys that bring it straight from California. Now I have noticed that some of these guys will like we have a whole lot full of trailers that are not being used, and then some of them, oh, we're turning around on us. You'll have the intermodal guys that will pull in, like we have a container yard as well, where they'll have the guys come in with the spine trailers, and then they'll put the big crane or whatever will drop the container on top of the flatbed trailer, and then they'll have locking pins around it, and then those guys will take those and go wherever with them. And but the regular guys, like we'll have we had a power plant generator. I mean, this thing was freaking huge. It was a Caterpillar, and it came in on one of these big. This thing was a massive flatbed. I mean, it was huge, and it had like more.
Was it a low boy?
Yeah, it started high and then dips down and then goes back up on the rear end, and then it had extra wheels on the rear end.
Yeah, that's a low boy. That's what you call a low boy.
Okay, yeah, because that thing, I watched it come in, and they had the security, the naval base security guys escorting it in, but it was freaking. I mean, I had never seen a trailer that big. I was like, oh my god!
Oh,
I'm sure that there's bigger ones.
Jen.
I don't know. Kai's flashing.
Kai's out.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that one they had one of them big, huge, heavy lift cranes to remove that from the trailer, but that went down a ways from the depot to go to the.
I've seen specialized trailers like up in Wyoming that they were going to the Sinclair refinery, and it took up literally the whole road. They had 6 trucks.
Okay.
One was the head truck, and they had 2, one on each side of the truck. They had 3 behind it, moving this one item. And they literally went 5 miles at, I think it was, the speed was doing about 20 miles an hour. And they went 5 miles, pulled over where they opened up one lane, and let traffic bypass. And they let traffic bypass, they get the line down, then they go another 5 miles. And them are, and if you go on the internet, you will see trailers with, they had like special transformers where there could be, 10 to 15, 20 axles on a trailer.
It's nuts. Now, when I was in the Army, when we were in Iraq, I saw these things they called them heavy equipment trailers, and these things they were low boys, but they carried the 73-ton Abrams tank on it, and this thing had, I mean, just the whole underside of it was nothing but wheels. And I was like, but they said that they were independent of each other, so they could move up and down, and I was like, it was just amazing. I'd never seen anything like that before until we were out, because I was para-infantry. I was a airborne like your brother, so, and he was in my sister unit, so he was down the street from me. Yeah, I was in the 504th, and he was, what did he say, 508 or 506, some shit like that. He was neighboring battalion, but just down the street from us. And so,
well, no, you'd be amazed, of what you see, but it is where a lot of people think we get paid good money, but we don't. I'm working 2 full-time jobs basically, and if you work 2 full-time jobs, you're getting paid as much as I am.
Yeah, my uncle, my mom's brother.
Worm wants to say something.
Oh, go ahead.
No, wait, no, we had a guy, and there he
is. There he is.
In Nebraska.
In Nebraska. I'm sorry, but
live in his hotel room.
Well, I couldn't get signed when I was Discord. The camera was freaking out.
Okay.
So I was like, I had to copy the link and then jump over to a web page. But in order to get it to work, I had to sign into the Wi-Fi. So
what are you doing in Nebraska these days?
I am going to make a final push on cleaning out my dad's house after he passed away. So.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's always hard work, I guess. Yeah, we go through all the memories and everything. Oh, so what's new with you, Akai? Aside from the Nebraska, anything since the last time we talked?
Well, Trump got convicted as a felon on 38 or 34 counts in the state of New York on a crime that's not a crime, but yet not a felony, but is a felony, that the statute of limitations ran out on 5 years ago. That's actually a federal crime, that the federal government said this is not an issue.
Yeah.
The election commission has already looked at it, but the state of New York's going to charge him on it anyways. I don't understand.
Well, the only thing is, my understanding is they had to put down 13 pages of conditions to the jury just to get that. I've never heard of that.
Total farce.
It is.
He wanted to change the venue because everybody in New York hates him. So he couldn't get a fair trial in that state if he wanted to anyways. So.
Yeah, but the only thing is, I've never heard of a judge putting down 13 pages of rules to a jury before. I mean, it seems a little outrageous.
And the worst part of it was, which was a total kangaroo court, third world garbage trial, was when he sat there and said, went totally against the constitutional rights of Trump, totally against the Constitution in general and our laws governing, jury trials, and says, oh, okay, well, I'm going to make up my own rules. You don't have to have unanimous consent on any one verdict.
It's going to get appealed.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that.
This was such garbage. But what they did in the end was done nothing but, just like Chuck Schumer said the other day, we just made a martyr out of him, and we just put him back in the White House. That's what Chuck Schumer said the other day on the news. And and when news reporters asked him what his thoughts on it were, he said, I'll tell you what. He goes, I don't care what the Biden administration says. He goes, I've been doing this long enough to tell you, that judge just and that jury just reelected Donald Trump as our next president, our 47th president. And he goes, and they made a martyr out of him. And he said, and he will gain the black vote more than ever, because now he's an ex-felon, and they're going to feel like he's just as oppressed as, they're not going to see him as a rich white man anymore. They're not going to see him as the supposed racist guy. They're going to see him as an oppressed person who's put on by the man in the system, and he's going to get their votes. If he hasn't already, his poll numbers jumped 12 points in the last 48 hours. he's in small donations. He's made over in 24 hours. He made over $60 million in the
past 72 hours. In the past 72 hours since the conviction, they have raised over $200 million.
Oh, I know.
His campaign.
I know, yeah.
130,000 of that was large contributors. The other 70,000 was all from small time people. The people donating, $5 to $100.
You got something in your mouth?
Me?
Slurring. Yeah, you sound like you're slurring.
Everybody says I'm slurring. I'm not slurring.
He sounds different on his phone than he does on his mic. You just sound different on you. Maybe it's just your phone making it sound.
It's my phone.
Yeah.
He didn't have a headset.
Yeah, you just sound like you got a little bit of a lisp going on there. I didn't know.
I got a little bit of lisp.
Yeah, did you have dental work done?
No.
Okay.
My jaw is sore from chewing bubble gum all day, but
that might be it. That might be it. You're chewing on your tongue.
He doesn't have a headset, so it's the mic he has. It's called omnidirectional, I think it is.
Yeah, my headset mic is pretty stellar. I have it's a great headset.
So we can hear what you really sound like now compared to.
No.
You want to see a beautiful picture?
Yeah, look at him. He looks like he's right from Brooks and Dunn. That's what I told him.
Like you're ready to go out on stage.
So this was our big rodeo that we had on the weekend. See, that was the VIP section right there.
Nice.
Right in back of me is the VIP section.
That's where I would sit.
Yeah, $1,000 a night.
Maybe not.
But you're allowed to have a 40 ounce. I think it's a 40 ounce vodka and stuff like that. So you had alcohol. But
where does Trudeau sit? Where was he?
We've seen things in the VIP that I cannot repeat over the podcast.
Yeah. Was it?
I can believe that.
Was it colorful?
It was. It was really colorful. It was so colorful that it stand out by itself.
Somebody was getting lucky.
Yeah, man. Oh God. And that's it.
I'm
going to stop there before I start to
make me jealous. All right.
Hey, Verm, did you ever figure out why there's no closed caption?
Usually the closed caption, you should activate it on your computer.
Closed caption, you have to activate on your end.
No, because like when I go on YouTube and I try to activate it on YouTube,
mine's working right now. Mine's working right now. It writes it down at the bottom. I could see it because we're talking on the Facebook page, and I could see that whatever we're saying is writing it. It's writing down.
Yeah, because it's something where let's see if I can, literally says closed caption unavailable. You see that?
Yeah.
For what show?
He was listening to my French podcast, and he wrote to me while we were on air.
What platform were you
watching it on?
YouTube.
Maybe because it's live.
You tried listening to it afterwards?
No, I did not. Well, yeah, you'll have to look into it because for sure that it's something that you have to activate on your end. Yeah, ladies and gents, if you know the answer, put it in chat so we can help out Truck Sam there.
Yeah, because I got stuck down in Alabama. They canceled the load on me on that day, and I was sitting down and saw it pop up. I'm like, I'll see if I close caption. I can understand what's going on, and maybe chime in once in a while. And also, I'm trying to go through my TV and go through my on YouTube and all that to figure out, if I can get closed caption, and nothing would work. So it was like, maybe it was something on your end, I thought.
That's crazy, eh?
No clue.
Or maybe it was like, go ahead.
Did any of you need a top 10?
Yeah, see, right now I'm looking at the Facebook page where we're at, because I always look at the Facebook because people write to me on the Facebook page, and you can see everything that I'm saying is writing down at the bottom. It's writing automatic. I must have clicked on that the app thing. So on the caption thing already. So we had a ball, Kai and Sam and Truck. We had a ball on the weekend. It was really good.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Right beside that VIP thing was right beside me when it happened. Right, like when you saw me on my back.
Were you cheering them on? Were you playing music to the beat?
I should have. Yeah, well, I should have played that special music. Go, go, go!
Check, bow wow.
Can't believe it.
Let the dog
things
out.
happen, man. Things happen. A lot of people. Really great rodeo at Leonard here. A lot of people. Yeah.
So I got a bunch of cool gear in this week from CountyCom.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you like titanium, tough stuff, CountyCom is the bomb.
CountyCom.
So I got my new titanium pen.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, break this sucker. So
That can't break.
I'm gonna put it through its paces. We're gonna try it.
Is that one that you can break a window with?
No, that's the one I keep on my belt.
Oh, okay.
That's this one.
Aha. Okay.
It's got a glass breaker in the tip.
Okay. So we lost our buddy for a cat trip.
Yeah, and then I don't even remember these things like when you were a kid. I know when I was a kid is when I first saw my first one was in Boy Scouts.
Uh-huh.
But they're called flame vaults.
Okay.
And or endless matches. And it's got a little you unscrew the top and it's got a little match and there's a striker on the side of the case.
Okay.
And you just strike up and it lights the lighter fluid like a Bic lighter.
Serious?
But, yeah. No, I'll see if I can get it to go.
You're in a hotel room, right? I wouldn't try that.
Have you seen that? There we go. There's a cat that done the
naughty cat knocking over stuff on the vanity in the bathroom. He's on the vanity counter and started knocking my wife and daughter's makeup, whatever, hair care crap all over the place. I heard a bottle fall. Turned out it was the
what do they need that stuff for?
Soap tray. Well, I don't know, because they're women, and women like to put stuff on their faces to.
Yeah, but what do they need that for? It's all lies, right?
I guess.
I give some foundation. You just go outside, pour some water, make a mud pile, and you just shove their face into it. Instant foundation.
That's why you're still saying.
That's what I do something similar for my vegetarian friends when I invite them over for dinner and they don't want to eat what I'm serving. I take them outside. I take them to the nice grassy spot in the lawn, hand them their choice of salad dressing, and say bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
And you guys do automotive stuff?
I do some. What do you? I can't do transmission, but I do engine and I do brakes.
So you ever notice that these newer cars now you need like little pry tools to get under stuff?
Oh God, that's why I hate new cars.
Yeah.
But all the tools out there are freaking plastic and they always break.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Everything's cheap.
Yep, and they keep you coming back too.
CountyCom makes a titanium tool.
Nice.
Okay.
And it's like, it was cheap.
It's even cheap enough steel may buy it.
Oh, yeah. It's cheaper than his t-shirt?
It is cheaper than his t-shirt.
Okay.
I still haven't figured out how to get my PayPal to match up with your thing.
God, if it's too complicated, send it to Akai, and then Akai's going to send it to me because it seems less
how do I know
complicated.
Akai doesn't just steal it and then lie?
No. I got these new tools here.
Yeah, you better start talking about the tools before I go off again.
So I got some titanium chopsticks.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dude. These are nice.
CountyCom.
Stick them up someone's nose, make them torture.
I'm gonna light them and stick them up your bum.
Oh, I bet you'd enjoy that.
Not as much as you will. Screaming and hollering. No, but the other reason I went to CountyCom is because I wanted to get these little guys.
The hell's that?
So you always know that the little pulls you get on your jacket, those little string pulls they put on, there's never enough meat to grab onto anything.
Uh-huh.
So CountyCom makes these Martac pulls.
Uh-huh.
And you can't see it right now. This is the clear version. Well, maybe if I kill the light. No, still not enough.
Yeah, I can see it. We can see it.
Yeah.
Put it in front of your shirt. Put it in front of your shirt and show
Well, it's not glowing.
Okay.
But this
Turn
thing
on
will
the light.
glow.
No, turn on the light. Now put it in front of your shirt. See, there you got the back.
What I need to do is put it up here. You see how it's kind of got that greenish glow to it?
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So they make them in all kinds of different colors, but you get 3 to a pack for like $1.99 or whatever it is.
Okay.
$2.99. And it gives you more meat to grab onto for the pull. You know,
You like your meat.
You know. So you get these
Stupid little cords.
You get these
Just
stupid
flew
little
over his
cords
head
with a
like a
little
plane.
knot on it, or you can put that on.
Okay.
You know. So I started putting these on everything, and I love these things.
So
I love so much. Huh?
How much meat do you need to pull out?
Well, obviously, I'm not going to be able to grab your meat because it's not this big.
How would you know?
Huh?
How would you know?
Do you really want me to get into this
I'm
deal?
making me.
I could say some things that
Your
you'll
brother,
probably never
your brother
forgive me
just
for.
went. Your brother just went off camera. He's laughing so hard.
I could say some things that
You would never forgive me for on air.
What the 508 told you?
No. I'd go a lot more personal. I would hit hard and low and blow the belt.
Oh God.
Oh.
Just where you like it. Low and hard and below the belt. We're gonna get.
He's
we're
gonna die, man.
fine tonight.
I'm being nice, Steele.
being nice.
Hey, your brother started this crap.
What? He brought it on me. You guys should do it.
You were the one who started laughing first about him talking about grabbing meat. I just wanted to.
Let me.
Oh man. Anyways.
I had something specially made for things like this.
It's a very small blade.
Yeah. You're gonna say that.
It does enough damage.
No, if anybody ever needs a knife made, let me know. I have a guy.
Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal.
No, never mind.
I have a guy
How much does that cost? A knife like that?
This one, I want to say it was like 5 or 6,
Okay.
but it's all handmade. Green micarta, 51 Boham, 51 200 Boham German steel, ball bearing steel. That's what the blade's made out of. He also makes the cases too.
Oh, okay.
And this
There's
one's
a
got
lot
a this one's got an acid etch finish on it, so it will wear with age and take on things. This is his Exile Combat line.
And then
Okay.
the other one that's really stinking cool.
What costs money on these ones is all the engraving. So, like, I don't know if the camera is going to pick that up,
Yeah, we could see that.
But that's all hand engraved.
every single line in that Airborne Wings was hand engraved.
Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that's the
Okay.
airborne thing.
Yeah, that's looking nice.
Yeah, that'll set you. That
The engraving on this knife cost almost as much as the knife.
Are you serious? Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got to find somebody that can engrave. This is not done with a laser engraver. This is push engraving, where the guy is actually chasing it with a hammer and a tool. And so all the engraving you see on his knives, like you'll see, I don't know, is that coming in focus? I can't tell.
Yeah, it is.
And so it's black gem blades out of Colorado Springs.
Okay.
And so old man is what he calls me.
But
Oh man.
old man, he's a young guy.
Yeah.
And it's a phenomenal knife maker. And you can
Shave with these things; they're so sharp.
Okay.
Well, that's a dying art, see, where you're doing a lot by hand. I mean, nowadays it's all machine, lasered, and everything else.
It's all CNC'd, and they send it off to a heat treat place.
they heat treat it, then it comes back and it goes through the sharpening area.
Like when he quenched this blade, he actually sent me a video. I actually went over and saw him quench this one, and then he sent me the video of him quenching it,
which is cool. So
Hey, gents, let's remind everybody, because we are now on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So let's remind everybody.
Go download those podcasts.
Yeah, we are live on Facebook also and all our different platforms.
We live on all of those platforms at the same time?
No, the Spotify and Apple Podcasts, I got to put it into the central page. So I'm the one who edited it, and then I put it into I add it, like I do with some videos, I add it to the system, and then it goes and it distributes to all the ones, all the other platforms that we are signed up on. But the videoing, it's the same thing. It's like usual. We're on YouTube, our Facebook page, Vermline Radio and Verms Productions, La Production Verms, and Twitch. We're on Twitch also. Am I missing one? Oh yeah, and our Mixcloud account that it redistributes our stream, audio stream. Yeah, exactly.
YouTube?
So just wanted to remind everybody.
Yes, and here in I'm going to be traveling a lot this month, so I'll be doing remoting in from wherever I am.
So
great. We just need to connect on time, not like at 3 minutes after, and then everybody's connecting and having all these issues. So we are going to be looking at a structure that's coming up, like I do with the French podcast. So we get ourselves ready. We're going to be better, more clear.
We're working on things,
not just talk about the government, the presidents of the United States. So we'll talk.
We talk about Trudeau too.
Yeah, no, but I mean, we were talking again about.
We talk about Trudeau.
Verm does not talk about Trudeau.
No,
Verm would like to stay out of political prison.
Yes, I do. Well, I mean, no, I mean, I like talking politics.
I'm making fun, Verm. I'm making
just
fun.
that every week. It's like either we decide.
Well,
to do
the Trump thing is new. The Trump thing just happened.
Shit, eh?
The Trump thing just happened. That happened in between two shows.
That's okay. It's actual.
And that's why I mentioned it.
No, that's okay. I'm just letting you know that.
Oh, and for everybody out there that doesn't know, getting a felony does not stop you from running for president.
No.
That's like the felon.
No, there's only one
crime that stops you from running for president.
Treason.
They even said you could do. Yeah, they even said that you could do it from prison.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, my mindset.
Well, you got
this is personal to me. This is personal. Wait a minute, Danger, because you do take a lot of time. My personal saying in my head is, when someone's in prison for whatever reason, whatever, I cannot understand that he's going to run a country. My head said. And I'm talking about anybody. I'm not talking about.
You gotta remember this. He's going to be going through the appeal process, and while he's in the appeal process by U.S. law, he can't be put in jail during that time. He's not going to be jailed. And I really highly doubt. I mean, they might try, but they won't get there. And the appeal process takes so long. Even at a fast run at it, it would take long to push it up to Supreme Court level.
And if he does get elected, it's not like he can't pardon himself.
No, he can't.
Because this is a state charge. This is not a federal charge.
Here's the problem. They charged him with a felony at the state level, which they have no jurisdiction to do, because how can you charge a felony on a state crime? That's
charge a felony.
You can't, because a felony is a federal crime.
No.
Are you talking about state or I know that they said that several prominent Democrats in the Senate have been pushing Hochul to pardon him.
They can't.
He won't be a martyr. Well, Hochul could. She's the only one who could pardon him because she is the governor of New York.
Oh, yeah, the governor of New York.
Yeah, and she would, if it's a state crime, she would have to pardon.
It's a state crime. She's the only one that can
she said, hell no. She wants to see his ass in jail. I mean, if anyone does, she wants to see it. I mean,
but there was also another thing that happened in New York too, where a guy got arrested for making his own firearms at home within compliance with federal and New York state laws, and wasn't allowed to use the Second Amendment in his defense or any ATF regulations. The judge is like, nope, you can't do that here. You can't do that here. Go read the court case. It'll actually blow your mind. Everything the defense is like, hey, this is the law. And they were like, you can't use that in this courtroom.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
and now the guy's looking at Rotten and Rikers, and the guy's a software engineer. It's never committed a crime in his entire life.
Okay.
Yeah. So New York is starting to stack up a history of this stuff.
Well, and you also realize this judge that saw the Trump case was an auxiliary judge. He wasn't even on the rotation list of the other 21 judges that they go through. This guy was an auxiliary judge, and somehow not only did the Trump case, but also was given the case with Weisselberg, both cases with Weisselberg, who he's sent to jail to Rikers twice now already. And the guy's sitting there under. I mean, these are political hacks. I mean, and the thing is that they realize one thing, that the American people, regardless of party and affiliation or whatever, unless you're a really staunch supporter, most Americans frown big time on watching their fellow Americans, no matter who it is, get their constitutional rights trampled on by whether it's the court system or, well, especially when it's the court system. Because we don't want to be, I mean, we pride ourselves on not being like freaking Russia, where we put our political opponents in jail, or Venezuela or any of these other countries that have kangaroo court.
China.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't, this is a democracy, not. I mean, we're a constitutional republic. We're not.
Yeah, but this is not the first time where we have used the federal and state governments to stop somebody from trying to run for presidency. This goes all the way back, and so I'm going to delve into some history here, some U.S. history. So back after the Civil War was done and over with, the president for the Confederacy, they tried to bring him up on charges federally, but everything he did by starting his own government and separating from the Union was all legal. They couldn't charge him on any of that. So they basically got him on a treason charge, right? Which, when they tried to take him to court over it, it all fell apart. They couldn't get him on it.
Okay.
And so they wrote the law. There's a law that says you can't run for president if you've been brought up on treason charges or something like that. It's some stupid thing where you got to. And that's how they got him. was on this sedition treason thing, and that's what stopped the Confederate president of the United States of America running in the election, which he would have won hands down because everybody liked him more than the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
And besides what people think, the Civil War was over states' rights and taxation. It wasn't over what everybody says it was over. That's all it was.
Okay.
That's a small part.
But again,
Small part?
That
Okay.
part was
When did that small
by-
part come into play?
It came into play in the Gettysburg Address, or with the Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah. How many years? And how many years after the Civil War started was that?
3 years? I thought it was 3. Okay, 2.
2 years. 2 years. It wasn't what started the war. What started the war was the blatant push against states' rights, and these countries said, "We're not putting up with this crap. We're out. We're going to make our own country."
okay.
And that's why states like Texas had it put into their documents that they could secede from the Union at any time with a full vote without reprisal, because they saw what happened in the Civil War. I may have that wrong, but
No, that's why they're called the Republic of Texas. They're not, because you know that Texas is the only state in the Union that could survive outside the bounds of the Union as its own country and have it has enough of its own gross domestic product, or GDP, to survive without having ever need the use of the federal government. And they've been that way.
California could be. California could do the same thing, but they're too
no,
liberal.
they can't. No, they can't. Show me how California can survive outside. They can't do it. They cannot do it without federal assistance. Because currently, right now, California needs federal assistance to pay for all their public programs. If it wasn't for the rest,
Yep, we just lost them.
they
blew out.
They wouldn't be able to do it.
No, I said if they weren't so liberal. I said if they weren't so liberal, they could get.
Did I lose it?
He lost
There
it.
you are.
No, he's gone.
Go.
No, I said if California wasn't so liberal, they could be on their own. Texas,
but the problem is that they don't have enough gross domestic product in order to. They don't produce enough of it. What they get in is mainly stuff from overseas through their ports, but they don't have enough homegrown stuff. Where the state of Texas has enough homegrown stuff to survive. So, that's one part, and you have the other part, which is they are. I mean, Kai had it right that they are dependent solely because they have so much. Now, if you took California and you went back 70 years to when they were primarily a Republican state before the cities got really huge, and they had a lot of gross domestic product. And through orchards and farm programs and stuff, they 70 years ago they would have had no problem being a country of their own if they wanted, if they had seceded and said, hey, we're going to be Little Mexico, or something like that, But it was. Hey, I got one thing I want to say real quick, a different subject to get off politics. Because I think that gets kind of greasy after a while. On the way to church the other day, I was going to, my mom lives in the city next to us, and we live in Chesapeake. She lives in Virginia Beach. So it takes about a 30-minute drive to get to her house. And so I'm on the way, and I see like zero traffic in the opposing lanes, the interstate. So I-64, I'm going westbound, and the eastbound lanes are just completely clear, which is absolutely unusual. And I was sort of like, okay, what? And then I see like 7-8 state troopers in this one little area of the highway in the high speed lanes. And as I'm coming up, I'm slowing down, and I noticed they had an ambulance and a fire truck there. And then I saw a forensics unit. There's a body laying in the road. Now, I thought maybe a motorcycle accident or something. No motorcycle, no bike, nothing. Probably, trying to cross the highway and got hit at some point, and maybe, somebody reported. They had guy's body draped with a blanket. There were blood stains showing through, and I slid down. I was like doing the whole rubberneck, like, hey, what's going on over there? But I was like, wow, man, it's something you don't see every day. And so they had all the lanes blocked off and rerouting traffic around that situation. But I was like, man, they said that it's becoming more and more common in the state of Virginia to see a lot of homeless people or migrant workers crossing the highways, which I'm sure it's even worse up in New York. With all the illegal aliens they've taken undocumented.
The only thing is, you guys should be. If you are on the interstate and you're going at a constant speed, and when you guys slow down, for trucks, we can't stop that fast.
Yeah.
Or slow down that fast. And you should just be keeping your constant speed, because you are going to cause a accident.
Well, this is pedestrians crossing an interstate. And I watched the news later that day, and they said it was they identified him as a homeless person who had tried to cross the 4 lanes of traffic on the eastbound side to hop the Jersey Wall and cross the, he was on his way to somewhere, but they don't know, who he they said he was pretty well banged up. So whoever hit him, they think it was some large vehicle that knocked him to the ground. But they said they found him at like 6 a.m. in the morning. So when I went, it was like, they were still, I guess, they still had his body up. They found him at 6 a.m. and I didn't leave my house till 8 or 9 o'clock. So I passed him, and he was still out on the road laying there.
Well, no, the thing is that they have to wait for the forensic, because I've dealt with this multiple times being a trucker. Because once somebody dies on the interstate, they pretty much shut down that side of the interstate, and they have to wait for the forensic team to show up, do all their investigation, take pictures and all that, get a morgue out there to pick up the body. And it takes, you're looking at probably 6 or 7 hours. And it's like, I remember one time I was going through, this is probably back 10 years ago, where I was up on I-70 going through Vail. And this stupid idiot was drunk, decided to walk across the interstate instead of going down maybe a half a block to go under the underpass where there's a walkway, and he got hit by a car. Shut down the whole interstate. They actually had semi-trailers reversing. Go back down the road.
Hold on. Let me tell you something about Vail. 99% of the people who live in Vail don't live there. Probably don't know that stuff's available. There's no signs that tell pedestrians where the frick they can go. Don't blame the pedestrian. Well, he's partially at fault because he shouldn't have been walking across the interstate. But you can't. And a lot of the people there don't even speak English that work there. Okay?
Yeah. Well, they said that this guy that got hit Sunday, no one reported, and they think, just at sunrise. So, and he was homeless. He was a Caucasian white male, about 6'3", they said, and they were trying
That's a big dude.
Yeah, big dude, and they said he was pretty banged up, so he got hit by something big, probably a pickup truck or something larger. But
You know why he probably didn't get reported is because that's called vehicle manslaughter,
yeah,
and you're gonna be facing some jail time for it too, unless they can prove it was an accident or
Yeah,
it was
I
a
mean,
suicide.
some of those things, though, yeah, you could be looking at trouble if you did it on purpose. But I think, if it's truly an accident, they're going to find it that way.
well, I can see if the guy was trying to run across 4 lanes of interstate traffic to hop the Jersey Wall and cross another 4 lanes of traffic, he got to the high speed left-hand lane is the express lane, and that's where he got hit, was in the express lane. Now tractor trailers aren't allowed in that express lane. It's only for cars and through pickup trucks. Tractor trailers got to stay to the right of that. So he was killed in the merge area where cars would be coming into the express lane. So whether he was hit and was and took flight and ended up landing where he landed, no one knows because no one was around to see it. But yeah, if he's running across the interstate, like doing a good airborne shuffle across, of course he's and somebody hits him and they're half awake at that hour of the morning, at 6 in the morning, and they're like, what the hell was that? But
Well,
yeah, that's a big dude not to notice him. I mean, 6'3".
You ever notice young kids never want to bathe?
Yeah, I've had that problem several times through the years.
Why is that?
Because they like the smell of their own stink. Because they're lazy and undisciplined.
He's pretty disciplined. He's a pretty good kid. But
get a power washer.
Just do it with the power washer?
And tell us, saying hi to everybody. Sam.
Hi. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Okay.
She's checking the watch. Gotta be getting on time. We're at an hour. Mikhail, you better give your spiel.
Yeah? Is it that time?
Yeah, it's that
It is
time.
that time.
It's that time, ladies and gents.
Please like and subscribe and, go to our swag shop on vermlandradio.com. It helps support the station. So that way all the cash doesn't come out of our wallets.
There we go. It's already that time. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. Well, thank you, Sam.
Checking her watch. I went, looked up at the time.
Truck Sam, thank you very much. Akai.
Yeah.
Danger Ranger or whatever, speed bump, whatever.
Speed bump.
DJ Verm.
Speed bump.
Ladies and gents, people that were listening to us, thank you very much for being there. I know it went up and went down. You're always welcome to chat with us, talk with us, bring us some topics. And like Akai said, go to our Facebook page and subscribe, and our YouTube channels and all the other channels to help us out. You know how it works, ladies and gents. You youngsters out there, you like to have likes. You like to have people joining your Facebook or whatever. Well, do the same for us. Even if we're old, we like it too.
Drop some topics. Is there some topics you want us to cover with our
I'm going to start creating that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to create something that we're going to have on our webpage, add topics to our show.
Add a topic to the show, surprise topic.
Yeah. So, ladies and gents, thank you very much. See you next week on Thursday.
Keep it clean, keep it loud.
What?
Pouchy.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll
Oh,
go.
no.